Hello guys, this is SK, and today guys I am back with another lost content video. Today I'm going to be talking about the lost rings, armors, items, and arrows. Now you're going to be noticing that this video holds like many advanced things, like more in depth into the items, so like I can make you guys understand more about the game code or something like that. So let's get it going. So the first things that we are going to be talking about are rings. And as you all know, there are two illusory rings in the game, which are the illusory ring of a conqueror and the illusory ring of the exalted. But there are two rings that are missing in the game files, which are the illusory ring of the vengeful and the illusory ring of the guilty. Now, those two rings come exactly after each other's ID. Like this one is ID 4056 and the other one is 4057, so they're exactly after each other, unlike the original two rings, which come pretty far away from each other. Like there's I think 10 or 12 IDs between them. So the icon is different, but it kind of matches them to their color, and the description actually reads out the same except for their color, like the color of the stone, which reads the first one a ring of red stone, the second one a ring of black stone. So that is the difference. Now they don't have any effect, so that is the most like bad thing in this. The second thing that we are going to be talking about are armor sets, and the first armor set, the infamous Rosabeth's dress. Now it reads out the following: a terribly worn dress belonged to Rosabeth of Melphia. Rosabeth adores this dress despite the fact that it has no bearing on pyromancy. If it suits you fancy, by all means try it on. Now you cannot put it normally, you have to use cheat engine to put them, or put this dress to, like, you can dress it, because if you put it or replace it with another item, nothing's gonna happen. It's like you didn't wear anything. Now the second one is the barrel armor, and this barrel armor has been removed from the game files. Yes, I do not know why would have they removed that. Like the you can find the icon and the description, which reads a large barrel. One can wear this barrel, but it conceals the arms, making movement very difficult. This barrel is oddly comforting, however, and gradually restores HP, perhaps an effect of the strange crest painted upon it. Now the model of this barrel was removed, as I told you. I do not know why would they remove that. Now there are other armor sets, like they are untextured, but one piece like makes a full armor. As you can see, like this armor like covers, like I only put the body part and it has made all the armor. There are I think 3 of those, but I could only show 1. Now for the third thing, which is items and consumables, which are the most lost things in the game files. Now the first 2 lost items I'm going to be talking about are RHOY'S stone and RHOY'S stone of knowledge. Now RHOY'S stone has an icon but does not have a short description or a description, but the other one, which is called RHOY'S stone of knowledge, does not have an icon, but it does have a short description which reads high chance of detecting chest trap, and a full description which reads the beloved magic stone of RHOY the explorer, high chance of detecting treasure chest traps, indicated by a red light. There are more than a few men who take advantage of the undoing of others, many more. Now there was in the network test, I don't know, I just read it on the wiki, that there was a stat raised by adaptability that makes you like you can escape from those chests, like the effect of this specific item, which, as I told you, it increases the chances to evade chest traps. Now this item was removed along with that stat. The second 3 items, which I'm going to be talking about, and as you see, we have the silver talisman in the game, which transforms you into a camouflage, like which represents the location around you. But there were 3 talismans that were removed. The first one is the gold talisman, and it reads transform into a treasure chest. A tiny charm embedded with imitative magic, used to transform into a treasure chest. Use this talisman to trick invaders. Only provides the most superficial camouflage, but for those desperate for quick riches, you will appear quite attractive indeed. The second one is the fake death talisman, and the short description reads transform onto a corpse. Now, description reads a tiny charm embedded with imitative magic, used to transform into a corpse. Use this talisman to trick invaders. invaders. Only provides the most superficial camouflage, but for those who fail to respect the dead, your disguise will be quite effective. The third one is the Illusory Talisman, and its short description reads transformed into a phantom, and the description reads a tiny charm embedded with imitative magic, used to transform into a phantom. Use this talisman to trick invaders. Only provides the most superficial camouflage, but for those naive enough to never question what they see, you should be very convincing. Now, this item was removed, maybe perhaps they have put the white ring, which makes you also transform into a phantom, and maybe they thought a ring would be better than an item that like a consumable that ends, that isn't infinite. Now, for the next item, which is called the Yellow Sea Troches. Now, as you know, we have 4 troches in the game, and the Yellow Sea Troches read temporarily boosts equipment break resist. Troches with a strangely musty odor. Temporarily boosts equipment break resist. Verbal histories often mention Saint Elizabeth. Her uniquely concocted medicines and potions are still widely used today. This is the same description for all the other troches, except like troches with a strangely musty odor. Like each troche has like a different odor, you can say. Now, for the final lost item and consumable is the Pungent Ooze, which reads apply powerful magic to right hand weapon, and the description reads a mysterious sticky substance that radiates a dim yellow light. Applies powerful magic to right hand weapon. The affected weapon inflicts magic damage for a short time, particularly effective against heavily armored foes or creatures with thick scales. Now, this item is a stronger version of the aromatic ooze, and I don't know, I think in Demon Souls there was light weapon and magic weapon, if I remember correctly. Like magic weapon was the first one, which I think you can put the stick of white stuff, and there is light weapon, which is much stronger than it. Maybe they wanted to make the same concept with the ooze, but it didn't make it into the final game. And now, last but not least, the ammo. Now, you might read this as like a weird thing. What ammo? And by ammo I mean great arrows. Now, as you know, we have a lot of kinds of great arrows, but there are 3 cut great arrows. With the first one is the wooden great arrow, and it reads inexpensive wooden great arrows. Bows are excellent tools for attacking foes from a safe distance, but naturally requires an arrow to be equipped. Great bows will not function with ordinary arrows. Equip specially designed great arrows. The second one is the magic great arrow, and this one reads great arrows imbued with magic, tipped with aromatic ooze. Weapons fortified with magic are particularly effective against heavily armored foes or creatures with thick scales. If you require magic but have learned none yourself, these will serve you well. The third one is the dark great arrow, which reads great arrows imbued with dark flame, tipped with dark pine resin. Weapons fortified with dark are effective against those who fear the dark, such as clerics and magical creatures. If you require magic but have learned none yourself, these will serve you well. Now, the first verse, which like reads great arrows imbued with like this specific element, is the same for all great arrows except for like dark flame, magic, lightning, all these stuff. And the last verse, which is if you require magic but you have learned none yourself, these will serve you well, is also duplicated with those. Now, if I don't know why they removed these, like they wouldn't have been overpowered like we have